This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas. The information contained in this podcast is intended for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for individual professional legal advice. The podcast information was carefully compiled from vetted sources and references. However, Rose Resources Outreach to Safeguard the Elderly cannot guarantee that you will not fall victim to a scam. Let's talk about scams. It's the must-listen show for anyone who wants to protect themselves and their loved ones from scams. Every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Time on K4HD Radio, Joyce Petrowski, founder of Rose, and her guests will provide valuable insights and practical tips on how to recognize and protect yourself from scams. And now, here is your host, Joyce Petrowski.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Joyce Petrowski, founder of Rose Resources Outreach to Safeguard the Elderly. You can find more information on our website at roseadvocacy.org. Click the subscribe button so you don't miss an episode of this show. You can find all of our previous episodes on our YouTube channel, and all of our social media channels are on our homepage of our website. Again, roseadvocacy.org. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage and you're going to see where you can sign up for our newsletters. We have one that is sent in the mail at the beginning of every month, and then we have one that comes out at the beginning of the month via email. And every Tuesday morning at 9:15, you're going to get that Tuesday tip. So that's coming up here in about 12, 13 minutes. You'll get that Tuesday tip in your inbox. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that today. So today's title, Empowering Conversations About Scams with Your Loved Ones. So an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. We've heard that a lot. What's that mean? Well, it emphasizes taking proactive measures to prevent problems. And that's far more effective and easier than trying to fix the problems after they occur. So we think about this, especially with this saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, in healthcare. We go to our regular health checkups, whether they're annual, twice a year, however often you go when you feel sick. You go to the urgent care, you go to the doctors. Some people get the flu shot as a preventative. Some people get other, I think there's a shingle shot. There's a bunch of different things out there, vaccines you can get. It's everyone's choice whether they get them or not. But let's think about it in other cases. We take care of our vehicles. We get the maintenance done on it. You get the oil change. You get the brakes replaced. Different things like that. Also, when you're out there driving, we use defensive driving. We use it all the time, whether you think about it or not. Especially if you see something happening, you're going to use your defensive driving to avoid being in an accident. So let's use this with scam prevention as well. So I get it. Scams, they're not a fun topic to talk about. We don't like to accept the fact that we're vulnerable and that, yes, we can fall victim to scams. A lot of people say after they've fallen victim to a scam that they feel stupid that they fell victim. It's a normal reaction. But you have to understand scams have nothing to do with intelligence. It's all emotional based. So you're thinking out of emotions. You're not thinking out of your rational state where you would make an intelligent decision. I think we can all think back to when we've made decisions out of emotions. And then whether it's 2 hours later, a day later, we realize the decision we made, we're in our rational state. We thought about it some more and we've gone, oh, I would have made a totally different decision. So we have to apply this with scams as well, you know? And yeah, scams are not fun to talk about. Diseases aren't fun to talk about either, nor are car accidents, but we take preventative measures, like I talked about before, getting regular checkups and maintaining our car and defensive driving, in order to avoid um, fixing the problem after they occur, right? Fixing your vehicle after an accident, fixing your vehicle after if you don't change the oil, all of that stuff. So, excuse me. So, what's a way to learn more about scams? Well, scam prevention measures. Um, Big one is awareness and education. Social engineering plays a large role in scams. Engineering exploits your human behavior, your emotions, the scammers do, in order to get your personal identifiable information and your money. If they're trying to get your personal identifiable information, they're doing it to steal your identity to get money. Um, Maybe they haven't gotten money directly from you, but stealing your identity, they can go out and get credit, and they can get credit cards and loans and all kinds of stuff in your name, but they're getting the money, they're getting the asset, whatever it is, and you're left footing the bill. So identity theft has to do with money as well. So, was looking at a security.org article that was updated on December 3rd of this year. Was looking at it this morning, and it says every 4.9 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity theft in the United States. We're not talking about 4 or 5 days, 4 or 5 weeks, months, 4 or 5 hours. It's 4.9 seconds. That's a lot of victims. Now, I'm not saying that scam prevention is going to prevent 100% of the scams, but it is going to prevent a lot of them. Getting you more aware of what's going on out there, aware of the protection tools you can put in place, things you can do that can help you all develop a healthy skepticism and make scam prevention a habit. So, how can we be proactive with scam prevention? Well, as I said before, awareness and education, that's the key. Yes, there's a lot of new technology that comes out, and there's a lot of people, using AI for this new technology to detect scams, and all of that is great. But social engineering plays a big, big role in scams. And so getting people to regularly talk about scams, and we understand everybody's busy, especially this time of the year. But whether you're physically with your loved ones or you're talking with them on the phone or a face chat, you can bring scam prevention into the conversation. But you don't want that conversation to come off as judgmental or negative. You don't want to, every time you mention scams, say, don't click on links, don't respond to text or emails or phone, don't answer the phone if you don't know who's calling. All those types of negatives, those don't things. Um, those can come across as very negative. They can come across as judgmental. Um, a lot of different ways. So you want to make it conversational. You want to talk in a positive way about scams so you can help build that healthy skepticism and make scam prevention a habit. The more we hear something, the more it becomes a habit. Reinforce that you're there to help, not judge, and let them know that they can talk to you. You can be their trusted person. Even if they accidentally clicked on a link, if they accidentally responded to a text and realized it after that, Let them know that you're not going to judge them. You're not going to get upset, angry, that, you want to be able to help them mitigate any damages. You can be their trusted person, as I said. Um, so I guess the next question is going to be, well, where can I, find all this information to talk about? Obviously you can look things up on the internet, you can Google it, and you can put a specific scam in. You're going to find a lot of information out there. You can look up scam prevention tips. You're going to find a lot of information out there, but we've got you covered on that. As I said in the introduction, we have the Tuesday tip that comes out every week in your email inbox. And you might already know the tip, but it's reinforcing your healthy skepticism. It's reinforcing your scam prevention, making it a habit. And that right there is going to give you a conversation starter on what to talk about that week with your loved one. You can follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. We are actively growing our YouTube page. I see we've got some more subscribers, but we're still trying to hit that 100 subscriber mark. So please subscribe to our YouTube page. You'll have all the episodes of this show, the full show each week, but then you also can look at the shorts in there, which are, I don't know, anywhere from about 30 to 55 seconds. That kind of gives you a highlight of the show. And so I'm going to share my screen, and I'm just going to look at Facebook, our Facebook account, so you can see just some different ideas on what you can look at. So this is our Facebook account. So you can see yesterday we posted a scam alert about a new phone return scam. This right here could be a talking point for this week. A lot of people get new phones for Christmas, but there's this new phone return fraud that's out there. We give tips on what you can do. This right here is just some information on our year-end giving campaign, which we are actively working with that today, as are a lot of nonprofits are actively working on their year-end campaign. If you're willing and able to support us, that would be awesome. Every dollar matters. You just go to this link here on our homepage, go under the donate, and then year-end giving. All the information is there. Let's hear last week. That was last Friday. There's some holiday phishing scams. We give you information on that. Last week, again, data breach. Petco has had a data breach. And let's look at the information that we give. Information is potentially exposed includes names, social security numbers, driver's license, dates of birth, financial account details, credit and debit card numbers. So what can you do? Well, if you haven't placed a credit freeze, and you want to do that, go to all three of the credit reporting agencies and place a credit freeze on your credit. So if someone gets your credit or debit card numbers, so someone can't take credit out in your name, getting a new credit card, buying a car and taking a loan out for it. You can also put alerts on your credit card so you get notified of all the transactions. And doesn't prevent the credit card fraud from happening, but it lets you know every transaction so you can mitigate the damages. You can go in and monitor your credit reports on a regular basis. Make sure all of the active credit that's on your report is actually your credit. If you see something there that's fraudulent, you can take steps with identity theft to work through and get that credit off of your account. Be very careful that, with any type of data breach, there's going to be an increase in phishing scams, attempting to get your information or especially attempting to get you to, give them access to your computer. So a lot of different information. This is a video of mine, but you'll see information where I'm on people's podcast and we talk about different things. Now, this is interesting here. And I don't know if you guys have seen this in the stores. Last week we put it out about I happened to be visiting a grocery store and I was actually looking for an Amazon gift card. So look at this new holder where you actually have to pull the card through the slot and it rips that little handle there on the cardboard on the outside of the card. This is great because if you happen to see one of the cards lying there and that slot there on the cardboard has been broken, then you know someone's pulled it out of there. Do you know if they've done something, like if they've scanned the information on the gift card? So then if you're to buy it and activate it, they now have access to that money on that card and they spend it before you can even spend it or give it away as a gift, and the person you gave it to can spend it. So this is great. Now, this particular grocery store didn't have it on all of their gift card holders, but I'm hoping that over time they are going to have it on all of the gift cards. It would be nice if they put the gift cards behind the customer service. And you had to go to customer service. I don't know that that's going to happen, but let us know if you've seen these. I also saw it on the stores sell the Visa MasterCard, but there's a lot of stores that sell gift cards. Like I said, I happened to be at a grocery store, Fry's, and saw this. Let me know if the grocery store you go to has these, or maybe you go to a different store to buy gift cards. Let me know if you've seen them there as well. It's a deterrent. We have our events on there as well. We got the golf tournament coming up. Here's another on December 11th, a new scam alert about fake kidnapping scams where they're using social media posts and missing person searches to stage fake kidnapping schemes. Again, they create panic to try to get you to pay money. How to secure your cell phones. Job scams meet aging scams. There's a lot of information on our social media, on our emails that we send out that can give you conversation starters in order to have these conversations with your loved ones. And let me go to our website here and I can show you. So right here's the homepage of our website. As I said, on that donate button, there's donate here, go down to year-end giving. If you're looking for our events, you can go down here and you'll find our golf tournament. We have some resources. I am working on getting those updated. So those will be updated hopefully over the next couple of weeks. You can find our social media channels right there. You can click on them and go and hit subscribe. You can see that we're a platinum. We've been given platinum for Candid, which is GuideStar. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom here, you can download our safety checklist and stay connected to us with our latest news and information. So this is our mailing list. So you can put your our email list, first name, last name, email address, hit subscribe. You can download our safety checklist. Over here, don't want to get things in emails. Email box is always overflowing and you can't get to everything. Maybe you want to have it mailed to you. We need your first and last name and your address and then your email, and hit sign up and you're good to go. We will add you to the list, our database for the mailed newsletters. Bunch of other stuff down here, but giving you the gist of it. So again, all right, I'm going to stop sharing here. But you get the idea on, you can go search. So say, for instance, you see some information about gift card scams and you want to talk to your loved one about these new gift card holders, at the grocery store, and make sure that you only take them, you're the one taking them off and you're not just taking the ones laying there. It's a deterrent for the scammers to do something bad with the gift card. And say, maybe you want to get an idea, as to just how bad the gift card scams are. You can search that on Google, or you could say, gift card scam victims 2025. And you're going to find some information about victims who have shared their story. They could be doing it in a video or an article. But you can find information like that. If you want to find out, like, romance scam victims or investment scam, crypto victims. You can look that up. You can look up the information about the new cryptocurrency law that went into effect in Arizona at the end of September. You can Google that and you can get to I think it's the Better Business Bureau, also um, I'm not sure if the Arizona Corporation Commission has it on there, but I know I saw it on the Better Business Bureau. But you can get to the Attorney General's site that has all this information on there, and about this new crypto law that went into effect, and the possibility, if you follow all of the requirements, that you might be able to get part of your losses back um, if you've been scammed through cryptocurrency. So you can also take our information, you can take our social media pages and forward them to your friends and family members and say, hey, this is really good information. You should subscribe to learn more and keep up to date on what's going on, because scams have gotten out of control. You can take our newsletters and forward them to family and friends. There's a subscribe button down at the bottom where they can subscribe to it. Or you can forward them the website and tell them, scroll down to the bottom and subscribe that way. It's just great to have this information. So not that you can sit there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and be going scams. What do I need to do? But the more, have weekly conversations. Take 5 or 10 minutes out of your conversation and talk about something. And ask the questions, have you heard about this? Did you know if you did this, it can help protect yourself? The free title alerts with the recorder's office in all the counties in Arizona. If you know your loved one has property, you can say, hey, have you signed up for the free title alert at the Pinal County Recorder's Office, the Maricopa County Recorder's Office? Oh, no, I didn't know I could do that. Well, here, let's, I can pull it up and we can put the information in so you get notified. Show them how to do things. Talk to them about why it's good to have a trusted tech support person. So when you have an issue, you know who you're going to call. You're not going to panic and pick the first company or person you find on Google, which could be a scammer impersonating a company, could be a scammer trying to, be impersonating a tech support person to get you to let them into your device. You're going to know who you're going to call. You've gotten references from family and friends that, hey, this is a person you can trust that can help you with your devices. And I'm going to put this plug in again. I've said it a lot. You need to treat your mobile phones like a mobile computer. You need to have it locked down with strong antivirus and anti-malware, just like you would your other devices. So, in closing, I'm going to ask you this question. And you need to ask yourself this question. Would you rather have a regular conversation about scams and build healthy skepticism through scam prevention habits versus spending time recovering from a devastating loss? It always takes more time to fix a problem than it is with protection and preventative measures. So that's all I have for you guys today. We want to wish everyone happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next Tuesday. So I'll wait till then to say Happy New Year, but we hope everybody has a great holiday and Merry Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.
Well, that's all the knowledge for this episode. Tune in every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Time on K4HD Radio at k4hd.com as Joyce explores a variety of knowledge so you have the power to make scam protection your healthy habit. And until then, feel free to reach out to Joyce and let's talk about scams.